He's going to get some help from Chris Buescher, but Dillon's getting a push from Eric Almirola on the high side.
And this is when those two cars in the front are getting out there, and the guys have a chance to gain some momentum on them as this pack catches them.
They can't do this for 10 laps.
Eric Jones around. Back across the field. The big one, part 2 at Daytona.
Yeah, they can't do this.
Oh, shit. That fucking hurt.
And he is climbing from that car, and that is an unbelievable sight. Wow.
I mean, he hit that wall head on. It looked like he never even slowed down.
Well, initially, as soon as I crashed and hit the wall in the Xfinity Series race, I instantly thought, my racing career may be over. I don't know that I'll ever be able to come back and race again, let alone walk again. And I was actually thinking what I was going to have to do for a living. But
good to be back. Happy that I could make the return here in Charlotte, close to home, and close to home for Samantha also. So we're just excited all around here this week to get back behind the wheel, have some fun tonight, hopefully learn some things, and get prepared for the rest of the year here.
Feel fine. Everything was pretty good. So real fortunate that I was able to come back this fast and get back to my race team. Everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing, I appreciate them pulling with me and pulling for me in order to get back. It feels really good, and it was fun to race here and run this 600 miles and run the whole thing.
Second place now as Kyle Busch has caught teammate Matt Kenseth. And look at a Kyle Busch run. You would never imagine that he'd been out of the car for 4 months after that Daytona crash.
When I realized it on Friday when we interviewed him after he qualified 10th, he was not a very happy man.
The hard way.
He's going around the outside here. He just gassed it up. Took the line away from Matt Kenseth and was able to complete the pass.
Kyle Busch was lapping Brian Scott, trying to move to the inside of the 33.
Here they come back here into turn 3, and it looks like Kyle just gets in the corner really hot with that 33 on the outside, and he got into him.
Kyle Busch has spent 90% of this race in the top 5, and is going to end the day on the hook. And our concern is for those 2 injured legs of his from Daytona, that he is okay.
I guess Brian said his spotter didn't say anything, and he just chopped the corner, and I was under him already. It just sucked me around. I hate it. I hate it for my guys. Man, we had a really good run going, obviously. We ran in the top 5 all day long. Just hate it for the Skittles Camry, everybody at M&M's, and this is a shame. This isn't what we need.
Kyle Busch against Austin Dillon Chevrolet.
Well, I talked to Kyle last night, and he said, everything's going great. I couldn't be happier. I got to get a win. That's going to be the key for him making the chase, if he can get that win.
And you can see right there, he has to get the win and a top 30 finish. Now, he made up 17 points with that top 10 finish at Pocono. If you look at the fact that we have the 14 races to go, or 12 races to go, he just needs to make up 13 points a race, but get that win. Gets that win, that'll be a big chunk of those points.
And what he does not need, he needs a win, obviously, but he does not need any more DNFs. They had a couple of mulligans, and they've used them. They can't have any more DNFs.
Kyle Busch got turned right on the front straightaway. We stay green so far, and they're splitting him left and right. There's the car.
The car is killed, Larry. The right front tire is just, it's knocked all the way into the engine. And this is what I was saying a bit ago. They cannot afford a DNF.
Well, Kyle's back in the garage, and his window net is still up. That means he doesn't want to talk, but that also means that they are going to try to clear these wheels on the car and get him back out on the track. The team is working feverishly right now, and I just checked with Kyle. He is okay. He is just more concerned about getting back out on the track and getting points.
But Darrell, you talked about it, and after that wreck at Dover, his second race back, his crew chief Adam Stevens said, we came into the 15 races that we were going to run before the chase, and we felt like we had he called it a mulligan. We felt like we could have one bad race. We used it up right there. We have no more mulligans. We have to be top 5, top 10, and win a race the rest of the way out.
Yeah, of all the things that could happen, this is the worst, I think. I mean, getting knocked out of these races. I believe he had an opportunity. I still think he will win a race, but this hurts his chances of getting into that top 30 in the points.
I'm so excited I can't stand it. You know, 15 years and all these races this season, and here we are at one of my favorite places because we're going road course racing.
Kyle Busch, Truex.
Well, now we saw Kyle Busch spin off turn 10 in practice. Looked a little loose there.
Y'all talked about Kyle Busch in the pre-race show, and with 11 races before the chase, after that bad finish at Michigan, what they can truly salvage is win some races the rest of the year.
Yeah, I don't know, Larry. I felt like it. I know he can win races. I mean, that's a winning driver. It's a winning car. I know he can win some races. I just don't know if he can overcome those points or not. That's going to be the challenge.
Yeah, 173 points outside the top 30 right now.
Yeah, that Michigan race where he finished last, that really hurt him.
For the lead, Allmendinger had a look inside. Kurt Busch could not complete the pass. Back at third, Jimmy Johnson was working Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch, Allmendinger up front, still 1-2 single file now.
That looks like Kyle's car, the 18 car there in the front, looks like it's falling off a little bit, and Allmendinger's car really, really good right now. And, of course, Kurt Busch, who led a good bit of the early going here, he's hanging right in there tough, too.
Now, Larry, there's a 4-lap difference between Kyle Busch's tires and the tires that are on Allmendinger and Kurt Busch.
And that could be a lot. We saw a give up even in drivers in qualifying, just from one lap to the other, that the tires would give up and lose grip.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about the 18's tires, though. He's been sliding the car around quite a bit more than the 47 or the 41. Go a little wide right here. You can get a run on him and stick that nose under it going into 7 and make the pass like we see what Kurt's trying to do right here. I think he's going to make it. Way up on the curb. This could get interesting. Got to let him go. Doesn't have position. And there's not a whole lot you can do down through here. This follow the leader down through the S's. Then you try to set him up and make a run at him on down into 11, which is a great passing area. See right here, you lay off him a little bit. Kurt laid back, tries to get a run. Try to get a run down here, dive into the bottom. Maybe you make it. Maybe he gives me room. Maybe he does. Yes.
And Allmendinger trying to follow through. That will drop Kyle Busch back to third.
So I get a feeling they may be coming to pit road right now.
Yeah, Larry, I think he's a little bit worried about pace at this point, which I don't know if I would be or not. I think I'd be more worried about how far I could go on a tank of fuel. But here he comes in the pit. Hot and heavy. 18 car coming in hot. Well, what about Kyle Busch with his injured leg and ankle? And here he is driving a pretty darn good race today, and we know how bad he wants to win. He's got to have a win.
And the third one of those is Tony Stewart in the top 5. When was the last time we saw Tony Stewart right up within sight of the lead this late in the race? Starting stuff.
It's a good place to pass. It's a good place to wreck.
Yeah, what did Brian Vickers put Tony Stewart up on the tire barrels?
Oh, yeah.
1 year?
Yeah. Tony said we're going to need more than a wrecker.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Busch just took advantage of Clint Boyer in turn 7, and he moves into the second spot with that 18 car.
Now, that 18 car, one of the things, remember earlier when he was leading, and I was saying how much he was abusing his tire. You see him, he slides the car around a lot, but the car seems to be able to take it, and I know he's one of the best drivers out there when it comes to sliding the car around.
Second place, Boyer inside Busch. 2 seconds back of the lead, Clint Boyer.
Good man, dude. Let's set sail now.
Kind of what I've seen with that 18 car, Mike. He's driving so aggressively, and rightfully so. I'm not faulting him for that.
As we get up in the hillside.
I don't think it's what they can do. It's what this 1 and 17 and 24 and the 20 can do.
They're on it. Green flag.
Pretty good drag race up the hill here. Looked like McMurray yielded just a little bit to Jimmy Johnson, let him get clear.
First 5 on worn tires. Everybody else with new ones.
And so you can't go anywhere. You got a roadblock here. So
whoa, 3 wide, Boyer.
Exactly what I was telling you. There's 1 out of the way. Got the 20 car, Kansas out of the way.
Now he's on Kyle Busch. Boyer to the inside of Busch. Up and over the hill at 3A.
They're off in the dirt. They're 3, 4 wide. Look at this. You can't make it down here, boys. Something's got to give.
And they made it.
Wow.
Kyle Busch to the inside of Stenhouse.
I think that 24 car was looking on the inside of McMurray in the 1. these guys on old tires are doing a pretty good job of holding everybody up.
So Kyle Busch right now in at 18, he's the driver that's the closest to the front with those fresher tires.
And he's been really good on new tires all day long.
A lot of smoke and dust at the top of the S's, but here they all
we got
come.
a wreck. There goes Danica around up here in the S's.
Danica spins.
I don't know if that's a caution or not because she's got it cranked. I think she's getting going.
Kennedy and Marks got together. Biffle's car is wounded coming into turn 10.
Got a bunch
but they're
of them.
still going. 6 laps to go.
Well, Kyle Busch at 18, he needs to put Jamie McMurray in that one away in a hurry. And you can see he's doing everything he can. Probably by the time we get to turn 4.
A lot of smoke from Kyle Larson.
Yeah,
Boyer
McMurray let
makes
him
a
go.
move. Boyer gets Jeff Gordon. And Kyle Busch up to second. And Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch is all over the rear bumper of Jimmy Johnson in that 48.
Yeah, I'd say this is all over. But the shouting.
And here's where need to win overcomes wants to win right there. Kyle Busch to the lead.
This is a big. That's one of the best, most significant passes Kyle Busch has made probably in his career.
White flag, 1 lap to go. Track is clear. McDowell has pulled off.
All that Kyle Busch needs to do right now is not make a mistake. There's Samantha, his wife. They just had their new baby. I mean, this is a big day for this team.
This would be a big day for Adam Stevens. Took the job as the crew chief for Kyle Busch this year. It would be his first win as a Sprint Cup Series.
Yeah, they worked together in the Xfinity Series. They really looked forward to this year being together. Thought they were going to be able to do some great things, and today they've proven it.
Last time to turn 7.
I mean, you have to admit, this is an incredible accomplishment for this young man. To come out of the hospital, get back in his car. He won the Xfinity race in Michigan, and here he is. He's going to drive this thing into victory circle here on a road course where people thought it might be his Achilles heel.
Kurt closes the gap, 4-5 car lengths as Kurt wobbles off turn 10. One last chance at turn 11.
Watch his 4 and the 15 back there. They got a pretty good battle going on for third.
And off the final turn. No crutches necessary. Kyle Busch wins at Sonoma. And for the first time in Sprint Cup history, the Busch brothers finish 1-2.
Ain't gonna marry, neither settle down.
43rd last week.
Busch brothers 1-2, boys. That's pretty awesome. Mom and Dad should be proud.
Ain't gonna marry, ain't gonna settle down. I'm gonna stay right here till they tear this bell down.
It's his 4th road course win, and he becomes only the first repeat winner in the last 11 races here.
Mike Darrell, Kyle Busch said one of his biggest motivations to get back was seeing other drivers in victory lane holding trophies.
I love all you guys.
Tell them what I do.
I was thinking if he could hold up some of these guys a little bit, they might be able to do it. But he ends up 6th. Still a great day for Jimmy Johnson. Do it, dude. Just do it. That a boy. Look at the rubber. The tires.
On a Saturday in February, Kyle Busch was head-on into an unprotected concrete wall at over 100 miles an hour. Spent a month in the hospital, a couple of months in rehab, returned to the racetrack in mid-May, and now returns to victory lane.
Oh, be careful, son.
Long as I got mine.
Oh, be careful, boys. Be careful, boys. Easy. You need him next week.
That's Adam Stevens there that just hugged him with the hat on.
What a great feeling.
This is awesome. Just unbelievable. I can't say enough about my team. Everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing. I can't say enough about my medical team, everyone that got me back in shape and got me back ready to go and get behind the wheel. And I can't say enough about my brother. You know, thanks, bro. He certainly made it hard on Clint, you know, and I think gave me some ground a couple times, you know, gave me 10 lengths and then gave me another 8 lengths. And so, man, just M&M's, I can't say enough about their support and everyone that's been behind me so much through the years, not just this year, but through the years. Adam Stevens, this is his first win as the Cup Crew Chief, so this is pretty special. My wife's here. She flew in this morning, so it's awesome to have her with us here today. Brexton's at home, though. He didn't want to fly 6 hours, so we let him stay at home this time. But, man, just so cool.
How do your legs feel, by the way?
My foot hurts a little bit, but not as bad as I expected it to. It actually hurt worse in practice. I think I warmed it up all Friday, but feel pretty good today. And thanks to Fox. Thank you guys, all of our broadcast partners, for being around and filling in the first half of the year. And, and we're looking forward to the second half now.
Congratulations, Kyle Busch. A win trumps all pain.
Here you talk.